Hello everybody and welcome back to another Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde video. Today we are going back to the challenge runs and we're changing up a little bit from last time. We will be actually using Vivian this time. We are still starting with Grand Hex, so it's not going to be the easiest start, but luckily Grand Hex kills will generate a blue soul per kill. We're going to be heading to the Highlands. We have the move speed in this case. I did not check before, which is quite interesting. And we're just going to see how it goes. I think this should be, on one hand, harder because we do start with 5 less levels, in essence. But on one hand, easier because we will be generating, A, more experience, and B, we will also be more healthy in general. So we are going to have a boss killer. We are going to be choosing a different weapon for our first 3 levels no matter what. There is no option there, so we are not going to be able to upgrade things as we go. Let's get a boss killer online. Not the best one in this case. I would prefer Shadow Shurikens, but I don't know what we're going to get. We actually got them, so let's get them too. This is definitely an awkward build off the bat. Bone and Shurikens are not going to be the best. We are on Grand Hex. So for this run, as I've said, this is a challenge run. What our goal will be is to level things up evenly in the way that we did get them. So as you saw, we started with Grand Hex, so that was our first one. Next one we got is Orbital Fire, so here we go, Orbital Fire. We do not get to reroll it if it is an option. Same thing here, we got Bone. Bone range plus 20%. Least favorite bone upgrade, but is the upgrade that the game has decided we deserve. That is fine. That is fine. We will persist and we will hopefully prevail. And finally, Shurikens. So this will be fairly easy to get through. Honestly, the worst part about this run is we have the speed bonus as well as the monsters, and Grand Hex being our starter weapon, it doesn't really want you to move that much. You know, it does not want you to explore, find the chests, find the pets, you know, things like that. And that's actually quite the detriment. So we're all level 2, going back to Grand Hex so we can go with crit or size. Let's get size, get more kills, get more experience. That is what we do need. Where is the Grand Hex now? It is under there. Could not even see it. I want as much experience as early as possible because we definitely will need some help, especially when we get to the end here. So, will this be doable? I'm not saying it won't be. That looks like there's some chests below us, at least a ruin that usually has chests, so that's fantastic news. That will restore our health for taking these damages that we are currently taking. Now, we do have a bone. We did get a cooldown reduction. That is very, very good. If we can get enough of those, we will be in prime killing time. Luckily, we are going great. We're very smooth. Everything is level 3, working on level 4, and we even got some cooldown on the lovely Grand Hex. And this is where the Grand Hex is really, really shining too. Oh, look at that! If only it was the bone level. We are running out of rerolls though, and we did get Orbital Fire here, so that is very good. Once we are out of rerolls, unfortunately, you can't do things forever. We will sort of skip one if we have to and come back to it. We will keep things as even as possible, as much as possible. We are not gonna, cheese the game in that regard. We got some nice damage though. I say nice damage, I mean, again, that's not the one that we want, but hey, we take what we can get. Back to the top of the order though. Back to this Grand Hex. So, with Maxine, I was able to get pretty far. Do check out my other video if you have not. We are on the Orbital Fire. I just want to make the Orbital Fire fast, ideally. I don't care so much about its damage. I definitely don't care about its dot speed. Speed is definitely going to be the top contender for us with this weapon. We have many chests to get to. But Bone is the important one, and we do not have cooldown on it. Although we do have Shurikens as our second boss killer. So we are running 2 boss killers. That is very nice. And we did get +3 on it. So you know what? I can't complain about that. I'm very happy with that outcome. We have plenty of gold for another reroll or two should we get to an option where we cannot pick something that we are destined for, so to speak. We're not going to use our money in shops. I love spending my money in shops, but that is not for us today, for we are on the hunt for this challenge. I think having just the extra health, the extra experience pickup range overall is very nice as well. And the extra experience, period, I think is going to go a long way. I mean, the 5 extra levels is very nice in the beginning on Grand Hex, but having 3 or 4 extra levels overall at the end can be a huge improvement comparatively. So we want to get this boss down. Let's just hit him with our fire. Hit him with some blue. With some hexes. Hit him with something. I don't even know. On to the shurikens, and still very even. This is as perfect as we wanted. And we even got this chest, which once the exploding enemies do appear, is not always guaranteed, because they can kill the boss, and then you don't get the chest, and it's always a bad feeling when that happens. And we are back to the top of the order, so let's spend all of our gold looking for a Grand Hex. It is the critical strike. Again, not getting the ones that I want all the time, but that's the nature of the point. That is why it's a challenge. I mean, if things were too easy, then what even is the point? We have dot speed, which is amazing if you can max it out. We're not going to be able to max it out. If by the end of this I am 1 off from dot speed, I will cry myself to sleep tonight. But I have a feeling, we'll still be 3 or 4 off at best, so to speak. We are on bones. Let's spend the rest of our money that we can. Get another cooldown. Okay, I'm feeling that. What's nice is, with all of these enemies starting to swarm up, Grand Hex is actually doing some good work. Now, we are done with rerolls. We can no longer do it, so we will move on to the next one in line, which will be Orbital Fire. Don't just jump to say, well, I'm on the next tier, I can go to anyone. No. I mean, we are still going to try and follow the order. There were a lot of bone options, but no. So we are still on the Shuriken, which catches this up. Fantastic. We will go to Grand Hex next, and then we will skip Fire. So Fire's round is done for the cycle, in essence. We did get to Grand Hex now, and this will catch us up back to Bone. Again, I would love that Bone cooldown. If I still can't do this challenge, maybe I'll start adjusting it where you just, as long as you level them up evenly, you can choose the order that you level them up, kind of thing. But we still got a Bone. We still got a Bone cooldown. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. Will we get to max cooldown? Again, not likely, but you never know, Heart of the cards. We are on shurikens, no money. I should just go into the shop. We sort of have passed the point. Now that we're at 500, I might spend a little bit of money, get a heart or something like that, or if there was a good pet. Can't get a mag slime, which is fine. I don't want to be too overpowered in essence with this character, and I want this to explode. We're going to see all the blue, lovely experience appear. Still no shurikens to catch that up, but look at that. Ugh. 100% chance to drop blue souls is amazing. And we're finally caught up yet again. So, still on track. Still within that level range. Oof, that is so nice. And we are on Bone yet again. Ooh, another cooldown. 5 more. Oh, that's, I think we'll probably hit the 60s. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with that. Fully caught up there. Beautiful, lovely stuff. We have completely... Where is this? Oh, it's all... Look at how far away that is. Oh, that doesn't help us at all. Alright, so we are on Grand Hex, which we cannot do, so we will take this lovely Orbital Fire range increase. Not my favorite. Not favorite, it's just, I think speed would definitely help us more, and we got some range. As to be expected, I'd rather have anything but range. Anything but range. Give me damage, give me speed, definitely. But range is just the one that I don't want. Our shurikens get... Oh! We were on Grand Hex. How did I miss that? Oh no. Okay. So, we have to come back for Grand Hex. Grand Hex is getting a double. And that probably means I messed up that bone. But that's okay. It's okay. Because we're getting plenty of experience from this Grand Hex. And now we can get it 2 upgrades. Luckily, the Grand Hex is generating a large volume of experience for us. We are fully 10s, so we are good to go with another Grand Hex in tow. And still very even. You know, we have probably 5 to 6 more levels across the board, maybe 7 if we're lucky. And we will see. I do want to stay with the experience as much as possible. And oddly enough, we can't reroll, and we're on Grand Hex, so Grand Hex is getting skipped next time. Let's just keep its cooldown going. That will only help. I'm trying to sort of stay and farm while these enemies are grouped up, because Grand Hex killing groups of enemies is much better than stragglers. So... Again, we will be skipping Grand Hex. We now are on to Orbital Fire, but we have to pick the bone because the fire didn't show. So, you know, part of the challenge. Let's get this chest. But there's so much experience over here. I can't not get the experience. Alright, Orbital Fire. There we go. Back on track. We want to get this chest so we can get money for a reroll, which should get us pretty much enough. But we don't want to forego any experience right now. And here we go. This catches us up exactly to where we want to be. And we are on Orbital Fire for the next one. Apologize if I'm saying it quite a bit. I did miss one, so I am sort of using it as a mantra for myself. And here we go. On to Orbital Fire. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We are not killing these eyes very well at all, to be expected. Again, the power of weapons comes from focusing them on levels. It does not come... Oh my god, more bone cooldown! Oh, we're getting there. Oh, it's slowly happening. But we are, we're fending things off fairly well. I'm actually quite happy. And they even have the increased speed, which... is very scary. I mean, if they are moving 30% slower, that is a drastic difference. We are getting surrounded so much more. But we are able to handle it. And now, here we are, back to the top of the order. No Grand Hex here, but we have a reroll. We did get a reroll for it. And there it is. Oh, there goes all of the rest of our money. Oh, we just got it, and it's gone. I really want this Grand Hex to be in the south. Because there's... Oh, and that was a good one, too. Alright. We are on to Orbital Fire here. Bone will be next. Thankfully, we didn't have to take that range upgrade. Again, if we can... Oh, no money for a reroll, so Orbital Fire will be skipped in the next iteration. Perfectly fine here. Let us just make sure... Yeah, that juicy experience. Grand Hex, look at all of these kills. We are on to the bone. Perfect. Not feeling bad at all. And it looks like we're finally getting sort of a breather. I say a bit of a breather. I just mean, the big enemies are coming. And little enemies are sort of clearing out a little bit. Orbital Fire we do not want. Although we are on Grand Hex, we are going to go to the next one in line, which is the bone. And now we're sort of in a place where we're not doing great damage. We're not doing terrible damage. But we are getting to the point where it is much harder to level. We still need this Grand Hex, but once we get the Grand Hex, we will be all caught up. So that is actually a very nice thing indeed. Hopefully we'll get that Grand Hex level. It'll be coming right about now. Okay, now. There it is. Another cooldown, which is awesome. So our Grand Hex cooldown is getting up there too. And only 3 more cooldowns on the bone shot, so we still have a chance. I I don't know if we have a big one, but we still have one. We are only halfway through, though. Halfway through and almost level 60, our experience is so much greater. I do think Grand Hex is providing a substantial experience boost for us, thanks to its ability to guarantee a drop, and it's killing huge groups of these tiny little enemies at once, which is just massive experience gain. So I am not complaining about that at all. I am just a little worried, because we do not have the best in terms of killing these little enemies. We are on what? We are on... oh, there we go. So, I am also scared, because I do remember the last boss summoning waves and waves of little enemies that just demolished me. So that is a very scary feat. We are on bone. No bone to be seen, so we will move on. Definitely starting to lose that health, though. So, will we be able to make it? Let's stay near here. We do have a chest. A boss chest, nonetheless. And what's in boss chests? Oop, there we go. Catching our bone back up, making us even exactly where we want to be. Boss chests have hearts. Now, is it worth dying for? No. But will we get it? It looks like we did. Here we go. Top of the order again. No Grand Hex to be seen. No Orbital Fire to be seen. So we get to pick a bone, and we have our options, and there we go. I am, you know, it's all we can do. You know, you can't always to force things one way or another. You just have to accept them as they are. So here we go, back to Orbital Fire. We are on Grand Hex, though. That is the one thing to note, is we are on the Grand Hex. We do need that to pop for us. We are making our little moves. I want this chest because it should have hearts, but I am very scared of these fairies. There's our Grand Hex. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get in here and just keep lightly moving. With the dragonflies, I do find it best to sort of move in jerky motions instead of stay in one direction. They, you know, they track your movement fairly well. So let us get out of here. Grand Hex 16, 16, 16, 15. There we go. You know, let's keep with the damage. The crit would be nice, but I think just having a little bit more raw damage, our crit is still relatively high as it is, so, you know, we just want to make sure when we are hitting things, we are hitting as hard as we can. Back to the top of the order, I think. Oh, but I want that so bad! But top of the order it is. We're almost maxed on cooldown for the Grand Hex, which is actually really, really nice. It's not going to be perfect for handling... especially bigger enemies like these rock guys who just completely took over my pet cage. But it just sort of is what it is. Let's get some more size on our fire. A bit more damage wouldn't be too bad, but with the way these rock guys are getting closer to us, I do want to just take them out. The bone actually does good work, but I want to make my way to the cage. Alright. Stabilizing again. We are back to... I was afraid it was going to be bone shot. And it is. So let's get a little tiny, tiny, tiny bit of crit. We really, just one more point doubles its speed. So we need 4 more levels. We need to get that double speed. And we are taking some damage mitigation. That is actually going to go a very long way with the enemies at the end. Because, you know, that's a sizable chunk of their damage. You know, if you're doing 7 damage and you take away 1, hey, I'd rather be taking 6, 10 times than 7. You know, it adds up substantially based on our health pool. Now, if the boss hits us, it does nothing. I mean, really nothing whatsoever. So, you know, last time I was kind of focusing on the little ads more than the boss. I think this time my goal will be to focus on the boss more than the little ads. And I think that's gonna lead us well. Now, will we have the damage to fully kill the final boss? That I don't know. But what I do know is after the patch comes, I think we would. assuming nothing changed, now things will indeed change. And then we got another cooldown, but we can't use it because they're on orbital fire. Ooh, let's take the damage this time. After the patch, the cage that spawns will no longer shrink. And if the cage does not shrink, having that extra time to sort of work around things in the very beginning, that is going to be immense. And it takes... that hurts. But we have a lot of pets. A lot of pets. Let's get 2 pets right here. I have no way to clear things that are near me, unfortunately. So, you know, it's a challenge run for a reason. And we are on the shuriken, so another 3 there is actually quite helpful. However, we are in a slight bit of trouble. So we can get chest speed? No. Crystal speed? No. Let's just get a bit more damage mitigation. So you know what? I am thrilled. Oh, the cooldown comes again! Please come in 2 levels. Oh, look at all that experience. I want that pet, but I don't want this experience to disappear first. Looks like all the little enemies are spawning yet again. So, and the bomb bugs. That is the worst part. These bomb bugs are just going to really ruin my day. And it goes to damage. Oh, so many teases of seeing it a level or 2 off. But it's okay. It's okay. We have the... and the level after it, of course. We have the potential, you know, we have, okay, you know, it's half the speed of what it should be, you know, who needs to double its speed in 1 level? That you know, isn't going to do much. And you know what, we're in a challenge, let us go with something that's just a little goofy. Where are we now? We're at 20, 19, 19, and 18, so let's get our shurikens up to that 19 point, fantastic. And let us just focus more so on getting this experience than anything else at this point. I should probably hunt down some... Of course. We get the option to skip to bone, and it gives us 3 bones. And it doesn't give us the cooldown. Oh, you vile game, you. I should, you know, we have experience to focus on, but we also do need just a couple of hearts. You know, we don't have Hardy at our side. We did get to a chest here, which is fantastic. So let us get this chest, get these boxes. Here's our down 1 level off yet again. And here is our first instance. No, it isn't. Reroll. Whoo, I had enough. There, I thought that was our first instance of double leveling, and that would have been... You know, that would have been sad, because we've done the whole thing without it. You know, it's going pretty well. Let's get in here, hopefully get through this. We are on to shurikens, fantastic. Leveling up, everything is 20. So here we go. Can we gain another couple of levels? Not really likely. Get it before it drops. Good. And... no cooldown, so it's not, at least it's not taunting us, but it did give us dot speed, which again, it's not the thing that we want to see. I do think having the 30% speed for enemies is going to make the last boss significantly harder, as is tradition, which is perfectly fine. But I think we're, you know, in an open area. I'm sort of just trying to stay in the open area. No bone here. Get some more number. That is fine. I would love 1 more level with... no. Did not get the 1 more level. That's fine. Let us focus on survival. Let us try and get through... let's not die. Okay. Oh my god. Look at that. 21, 21, 21. It is the bone level. We got the cooldown. Alright, that is actually going to help substantially to clear out some of these things. The boss itself. We did it. It came at the perfect time. I mean, it danced around for like the entire run. But look at that finish. You know, I can't say too much more other than it's a beautiful thing. It lined up perfectly. We got good numbers. We got good cooldown. Our Grand Hex start, I think that gave us a lot of experience. We ended at level 84. You know, never doubt the power of experience and health. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful combination. So again, not much. I honestly have not been focusing on picking things up. I'm not. Don't really care too much here and there. I think that was actually my last Ember point. So level up wise, just a few things here and there. I think it's just mining speed actually, and that's it. So I'm probably going to get those once the patch hits. That's going to reduce the price of these, and I'll just save the rest of these for later. So thank you very much for joining me on this challenge adventure. It was quite fun. I was shocked. I cried almost, but we got it done. I will catch you next time. I'm going to keep doing these challenges. I'll try and change it up. I'm going to see how Conrad does with it next time, probably. And thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love comments. I'd love to hear what you think. I want to do more challenges for sure. If there is a challenge that you can think of, let me know. If there's a weapon set that you can think of, if you're just like, hey, go with vines, mines, Grand Hex and something. Oh, I still have that one. Something else. I don't know. Tornado. Oh, God. Yeah, maybe I'll do that as just a run to see how it goes, because those are bad. It seems like a bad combination. That means it might be pretty fun. So that might be the next video, actually. There we go. But have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and happy hunting.